I hope this is getting your attention. I hope I'm getting your attention. Is this getting your attention? It's blinking. It's live. Are you wondering what that's all about? Don't worry. I'm going to tell you here in just a minute. What's up? Let me turn the music down here. Hang on one second. Let me turn this my new anthem down. How's it going? It's live. Oh my gosh. It's live. And I'm so excited. This has been a very exciting day overall. And I have to tell you, it's been a very exciting day overall. By the way, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. I told you I was going to do another one of these Facebook Live videos. And in fact, I'm going to be doing a lot of these Facebook Live videos because for the next 10 days, it's live. And it's really exciting. And this whole day has been great. First of all, it's Mark K, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I have my name on my hoodie. I was able to pull out, I figured it was time to pull out the holiday hoodie. So I have this hoodie, which I made. It's just my logo with the Santa hat on it. But hey, you know what? It works. And it feels like Christmas today. It feels like Christmas today because everybody was just given a great, big, huge, ridiculously awesome gift. And I'm going to go through it here in just a minute. I'm going to explain to you why it's such a phenomenal thing, why you should take advantage of it, why you'll be able to benefit from it. And this is something that I'm talking about because for one of the first times in my life, okay, that's not true, but for one of the first times in a long time, I was given something beforehand, before the public got it. I was given information. I was given, this incredible thing to take a look at and learn from and use. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's already changed the way I do everything. It's already changed the way I do everything. It's changed the way I do these Facebook Live videos. It's changed the way I do my shows. It's changed the way I do my radio shows. It's changed the way I make money online and offline. And it's changed it all for the better. And in fact, this thing that happened today, since I had early access to it, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a minute, but because I had early access to it, I've been able to already test it and use it and prove to you that it works. And that's what I'm going to do today. But first of all, if you would just take a second, I would love for you to do 1, 2, 3 things. First of all, share this video because if you're watching this and you want to know about building your online presence or building your brand or speaking on stage and making money with it, speaking to people on Facebook Live or on webinars, doing a show of some kind, doing what I do, talking on the radio or on television or just broadcasting on social media. Maybe you have an Instagram show on your Instagram stories. You really want it to be like the best. Maybe you want to be like the Busy Phillips of your niche or of your whatever you want. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you become the best possible online, on-air, broadcasting, social media show person that you can be. And this thing today that happened is going to help. It's going to take a huge step toward that. So first of all, share this video because you probably know a lot of other people, a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members, a lot of people who follow you, maybe your clients. They're in the same boat. They want this same information. And if you share this with them, they're going to share something really cool with you in the future that you can benefit from. It's called karma, right? Isn't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. I have to Google it later. I think it's karma, Cramra. No, it's karma. I was right the first time. So do that. And then, of course, like and always comment. If you have, what I do is at the end of every video I do, I try to stop and pause and remember to take comments. And I try to remember to, get your questions answered. So if you have a question, if you have a comment, if you want to know more, then by all means, please take a minute to comment and we'll get it going, man. It's going to be awesome. All right. So for those of you that don't know, in addition to the radio show, I do a lot of public speaking, like a lot of public speaking. And up until this point, I've done public speaking one way. I get paid for it. I'm what you would call, there's a word for it. Hang on, let me tell you what it is. There's a word for it. I'm like a paid keynote speaker or like I guess you would even call me like a minor celebrity speaker, but that's the worst kind to be. I mean, it's not a bad kind to be, but it's the worst kind to be. There's a better kind of speaker to be, and that's called a platform speaker. And Russell Brunson, my good friend and the founder of ClickFunnels, is a platform speaker. And he's not only a platform speaker, but he's the highest paid platform speaker in the world. He's not even the highest paid platform speaker in the world. He's the highest paid speaker in the world, in history. In February of this year, he spoke at an event in Las Vegas, and for 1 hour, he made over $1 million. Kid you not. He made over $1 million selling from the stage as a platform speaker, highest paid speaker in history. And I know what you're thinking. Russell Brunson, who is that guy? And that's the beauty of it. No one's ever heard of him. Oh, I mean, a lot of people have heard. He's becoming more and more famous by the day. But the average Joe, like if he walks through the airport or if he goes to the movies, no one's hanging out at his door chanting, "We know where you sleep." No one's kicking him out of restaurants or anything like that because of his views or whatnot. No one's stopping and asking him for selfies because he's somewhat not, super famous. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to go to this. This is the sales page for Russell's new product. It's called 10X Secrets. And what this is when he spoke at the Grant Cardone event in February and earned $1 million per hour, $3 million total in 90 minutes. He went off stage and he immediately began putting together a presentation which shows you exactly how he did it. Exactly how he choreographed it, exactly the slides he made, exactly, what he said and why and how it worked and how it helped the audience realize that, yeah, they need this product to survive in business. And look at this. So he came up, this is from his sales page. Tony Robbins, I don't know if you can see this, but he makes $200,000 for a 1 hour speech. Okay. Pretty decent. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he makes $250,000 for a speak. Hollywood legend, ex-politician rolled into one. I will pump up your bank account. Look at this. It's 193 pounds, by the way. I know all about pounds because I know all about pounds because I just recently came back from London. My favorite thing about going to London, by the way, was I took a bunch of pounds, their coins, like 1 pound is a coin. They don't have dollars. And I took a bunch of coins, like I had like 10 of them, and I dropped them and I go, I went to London and I dropped 10 pounds. Whatever. Anyway, and then look here, Oprah Winfrey. You think she makes a lot of money to get to speak, right? Yeah, she gets $200,000 to speak. Bill Clinton, former president, $250,000 to come and speak. Ellen DeGeneres, she gets $200,000. Ellen DeGeneres gets $200,000 to speak? Come on, who's paying Ellen DeGeneres? Ain't nobody paying Ellen DeGeneres $200,000. Where am I? $200,000. All right, I guess somebody is. Richard Branson, $100,000. Mark Cuban gets $200,000. And a bunch of these people, you know what else? They require like private jets. So not only do you have to pay them that much money, you have to pay them, you have to, get them a private jet. And then, of course, Donald Trump, the king, $1.5 million. The highest paid public speaker of all time is none other than Donald Trump. However, Russell Brunson has blown through that, because if you read, and I won't read through the whole sales letter, but I have to tell you, it is a phenomenally well-written letter. If you look at it, Donald Trump makes $1.5 million for his speech, and Russell Brunson made $3.2 million for his speech at Grant Cardone's event. Again, not because he's a fee-based speaker, but because he's a platform speaker. And this is something we can all learn from. This event that he went to. Sure, yes, there were 9,000 people in attendance, right? That's a lot of people. How many of you have ever spoken to 9,000 people? I'm raising my hand because I actually did once. Fun fact and total side note, I went on stage once at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. It was actually right after 9/11. Do you remember 9/11? I was broadcasting in Washington, D.C. I was the morning show host there, and they had a huge concert. P. Diddy came in, Aerosmith came in, Bette Midler came in, tons of bands came in, and it was like this day-long festival. It was to build money and raise support for the victims and to rebuild and all that kind of stuff. It was an amazing event. And as a local radio host, they had me come out and do one of the introductions of one of the acts. I forget which. Oh, MC Hammer was there too. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. And I get out on the stage, and it was RFK Stadium, which I think holds like 55,000, or it was like 55,000 people were in attendance. And I walked up to the microphone, and I've walked up to a lot of microphones, but when I spoke into this microphone, I said, hello, and you heard this thing reverberate, and you heard 50,000 people respond in unison. Woo! It's a rush. I'm telling you, it's a rush. So you can imagine Russell Brunson, who is not a famous speaker. He's not Mark Cuban. He's not Tony Robbins. He's not the president of the United States. He's not Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres. He's a guy from Iowa who got his start selling potato guns on the internet. He made potato guns at Home Depot, sold them on the internet. That's how he got started in business. And now here he is standing on stage in front of 9,000 people. All right. And he's talking to them about ClickFunnels and building businesses and all that other great stuff. And what happens is, at the end of this, he makes them an offer. I told you a little bit about this yesterday. And 1,000 of the 9,000 people, that's one out of every 9 people in attendance. One out of every 9 people in attendance, they got up and they went out and they went to the back of the room and they went and they bought what he had to sell. And what he had to sell was his ClickFunnels product, wrapped up with a ton of other amazing things. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with you? Well, if you're a speaker, and don't get me confused, I know you're probably not going to be on stage in front of 9,000 people. I'm not probably going to be on stage in front of 9,000 people anytime soon. But if you're a speaker, I'm pinning this right now. You need to watch this video because it's incredible. You need to read this sales letter because it's incredible. If you're a speaker of any kind, if you talk to small groups of 20 or more, if you talk to 5 people once, if you hold seminars, if you hold workshops where you sell stuff, if you sell one-on-one, if you do Facebook Live videos like I'm doing, if you do Instagram, if you do a podcast, if you're ever a guest on a radio or TV show, if you speak at all in your business, if you verbalize anything, if you write an email, if you have to write copy for your website that explains to people exactly what it is you do, exactly what it is you can offer them, and exactly why they should hire you or buy from you or invest in you, any of that stuff. I mean, heck, if you even want to just negotiate with your kids and get them to go to bed when you say, or if you're trying to negotiate with your spouse, convince your wife why you should get that motorcycle, you got to know how to be convincing. You have to know how to speak well and bring people over to your side and show them how it's actually a great idea for them. These are, by the way, I haven't yet convinced my wife I have to go through the program a couple more times before she lets me get the bike. But that's exactly what this is all about. Speaking and selling to any number of people. Russell Brunson does it in front of 9,000 people. You could do it in front of 9 and have the same amazing results. Imagine this. Imagine if you spoke for, let's say, an hour or 90 minutes to just say 20 people. Okay. For Russell Brunson, he sold 1 out of 9 to 9,000 people, which was 1,000 people at $3,000 each, is $3 million. Let's say you have a product that's $3,000. Let's say you have a coaching program. Let's say you want to do one-on-one consulting. Let's say you have a done-for-you SaaS service or whatever it is. Let's say you just have like a family planning business, whatever it is. $3,000 product. If you talk to 20 people and you sell 1 out of 9, you're selling 2. That's $6,000 in 60 minutes. That's $1,000. That's $100 a minute. Okay. When was the last time you made $100 a minute? This is exactly what the power of this program is. It's called 10X Secrets. Why is it called 10X Secrets? Well, because it was the 10X Growth Con where Russell Brunson did this phenomenal thing, where he broke pretty much everyone's record. Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Ellen DeGeneres, Mark Cuban, all of them. None of them can hold a candle to him now because he has made over $1 million an hour as a speaker. And I witnessed it with my own eyes a few months ago. And I can't tell you how I got this early, but I got this early. Okay. I was given, I've been doing some work with the folks at ClickFunnels. I've been promoting their products for a long time. I've been using them for even longer. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge proponent for ClickFunnels as a business tool for anything, whether it's a charity, whether you're, just using it as a personal sales tool, whether you have a course or a product. If you're a Shopify store, my wife now uses ClickFunnels for her Pop Girl boxes. We are a ClickFunnels family, really, which is kind of the family that funnels together stays together. That's my motto. You can't steal it. But anyway, so I've been using this product for a long time, and they came to me a couple of months ago and they gave me this whole course and said, watch it, use it. And I immediately started to use it in my webinars, and I immediately started to see a spike in my sales. And whereas I was selling maybe 1 or 2 products a week, I started selling 5 or 6. And it was incredible. And I thought to myself, this is great. I'm so glad I have it. And I'm actually a little bummed now that it's available to the public, because now I can't keep these secrets all for myself. Now everyone's going to get them. But that's fine, because like I said before, sharing is caring. Karma. You share with somebody, they'll share with you. And everybody will be better off for it. So Russell Brunson has now, if you see the link at the top, Russell Brunson has released 10X Secrets. And the video, here, I'll show you a little bit more. I'll show you a little bit more about what it entails, but it's really a phenomenal program. All right, let me go back. Let me pull the win. I got to do this. Let me show you. Let me scroll down. I'm going to scroll. I hope you don't get dizzy. Listen, here's what happens. This is crazy. First of all, 10X Secrets, the Masterclass. Session number 1 is creating an irresistible offer. Now, an irresistible offer is basically what it says. It's an irresistible offer. It's giving somebody something that they want, that they need, that they must have to survive, whether personally or professionally. I mean, look, there's a bunch of different irresistible offers. And if you look around, you're probably going to start coming around to see, you're going to see what they are. And no matter what you do for a living, like let's say, you ever see these relationship coaches, like guys who want to find the perfect girl or women who are having trouble finding the perfect husband? Well, an irresistible offer to someone like that would be, you'll be engaged within 90 days of finishing this program, or you get your money back. Or 23 out of 24 people who have tried my program have found the perfect girl and popped the question in 30 days or less. That's an irresistible offer. If I'm somebody who's looking for love, If I want to settle down, if I'm tired of the bachelor life, if I just have trouble meeting women, or if I'm a woman and I really want to find, Mr. Right, then that's an irresistible offer to me. If you're overweight, and then like you see these irresistible offers all the time. You may have even taken yourself up on, lose 30 pounds while not exercising and eating everything you want. Or sleep your way thin, lose 20 pounds overnight while you sleep and in a safe and effective way. All of these things are irresistible offers. It plays to whatever the pain point is. Whatever it is. When I got my new ukulele here, right? I got this ukulele in London. I came home and I wanted to learn a lot. It's a nice ukulele. I wanted to learn some Christmas carols. And I found this place called Ukulele Underground, and it was like, for $7, get access to every one of our step-by-step tutorials that teaches you how to play a bajillion songs. And I was like, whoa, that's exactly what I need. They got me. I was a hot buyer. I had a brand new uke in my hand. I had a desire to learn how to play some songs. I had $7. So boom. They made me an irresistible offer and I took it up. So that's the first part, is the irresistible offer. And Russell shows you what his irresistible offer is, what other irresistible offers look like, and how you can get your own. The next one is the perfect webinar, but not the old perfect webinar. This is the new perfect webinar. For those of you that don't know, show of hands, who knows what the perfect webinar is? Show of hands. Anyone? Okay, good. If you don't know what the perfect webinar is, the perfect webinar was Russell Brunson's system that he put together with the folks at ClickFunnels that he used to sell pretty much every one of his products. The perfect webinar is the one that he's sold the perfect webinar to tons of people. In fact, hang on. I'm going to show it to you. I have it right here. Don't go anywhere. Look. Ta-da. That's it. That's the old perfect webinar. Well, this thing sold so much that Russell Brunson decided to use it for his record-breaking $3 million 90-minute sales presentation at 10X GrowthCon in February. And then he updated it. He made it even better, because that's what you do. You try something for a while, it works, then maybe you twist it around, add something else, and oh, wow, look, it works even better now. Oh, wow, look, that one little twist, that one little thing that I did, I've been testing this for a couple of weeks, and now look at it. Now it's phenomenally successful. So he has a brand new perfect webinar. If you've done the perfect webinar, great. This is the new and improved perfect webinar. And again, I've seen this, I've used it. It works even better than the old one did. So that's the other thing you're going to get. Oh, hold on. I keep moving my thing. Here we go. No, here it is. And then you're going to get How I Earned $3 Million in 90 Minutes. And this is something that is really priceless. I mean, there is a price. Okay. I'll show you the price in just a minute, but this is something that's really priceless. This is where Russell Brunson sits down with you. You know how okay, let me come back. You know how you see somebody do something and you're like, God, I really wish they could tell me how to do it or teach me how to do it or whatever. But I really wish they would just sit down with me and show me step by step how they do it. Or you ever see somebody in a big house, you drive by this mansion and you go, man, you know what? I wish I could just knock on the door and say to that person, how did you get this house? How did you make all this money? You see somebody driving a Ferrari and you want to go up to them and say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just tell me what you do for a living? Because I want I want that. I want to go on the vacations. I want to do the trips. I want to wear the nice clothes. I want the security of knowing that I'll be able to pay for college or retire early or live at the beach or whatever it is. Whatever it is you see that you want, there's somebody in your life, somebody who lost all that weight. Somebody who found that soulmate, somebody who can play the ukulele amazingly well. And you envy those people to the point where you want to go to them and say, hey, can you just show me how to do it? I can do it. I just need somebody to walk me through the steps. That's what this is. That's what this is. That's what this third part is. This How I Earned $3 Million in 90 Minutes. This is Russell Brunson literally playing his live performance, pausing, stopping, explaining, playing it again, pausing, stopping, explaining, playing some more, pausing, stopping, explaining, play. It's like a football game. You sit down and you watch football with someone who's never played football. They pause it. They go, okay, see what happened there? It was first down, so they threw the ball. They got 5 yards. Now they need 5 more yards to get the next. It's the same thing. You have the ability to sit with a guy who's done it and have him explain step by step, slide by slide, word by freaking word, why he did and said what he did and how it worked and how he transformed it into $3.2 million in 90 minutes. It's priceless. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've used it. It's priceless. It's really great. I'm really excited about it, as you can tell. So that's that. That's okay. That's that. There's more. I don't want to give too much away, but look, I'm going to tell you, this is This is how this works. I put the link in the comments. Click on the link, go down here, get started with 10X Secrets. You can see this is everything that you're going to get, okay? It's $297, which is a steal. It is a steal at $297. So go do that now. Get your information in there. Click on the link. It's very easy to find. Like I said, I pinned it. I pinned it in the comments, and I have to tell you again, I have this, and I never look. Those of you that listen to me on the radio, you know I do a lot of endorsements. Endorsements for Smoothie King, I used to do, and endorsements for Beard's Jewelry, and I do endorsements for Metro PCS, and I do a lot of endorsements. Mosquito Nix. I never ever endorse something or try to offer you something that I haven't tried or used myself. Okay, Mosquito Nix, they come to my house every week and they spray. Swear to God, I'll send you pictures, and there's no mosquitoes, and it works really well. And I'm comfortable enough to go on the radio and say, "Go to Mosquito Nix. It's amazing." What's another one? Beard's Jewelry. I got my wife the most beautiful diamond earrings from Beard's Jewelry for our 15th anniversary. Huge, great price. Couldn't find a better price anywhere. She loves them. I love them. Financed. Beard's Jewelry. These are the things. I use these companies and I use these things, and that's why I'm such a huge proponent of ClickFunnels, because I use it. All right. I've learned from it. This particular 10X, this is one of the best products. It's one of the best presentations. It's one of the best training programs ever. This is the guy with the big house and the Ferrari and the beach house and the guy who takes trips across Europe for 2 weeks at a time and goes on African safaris, who you go, man, I want to sit down with him for like 2 hours and find out how he does it. This is that opportunity. This is that guy doing that for you. But you have to take advantage of it. So click on that link and do it now, because also this is limited. In 10 days, this thing all goes away, which is kind of sad, but I understand why they're doing that way. It's live now, okay? I'll bring back the it's live. It's live right now, but it's not going to be live forever. It's a limited time. It's only till the 18th of November, and then they're going to, it's like the Disney movies. They go in the vault, and you never know when they're going to come back out. After this, 10X Secrets goes in the vault, and you don't know if it's ever going to come back out. If you have any questions, go ahead, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a minute to answer some of the questions that are in the chat. So please take a minute, ask me any questions you want. Again, I've seen this, I've used it, I've seen results. I love it. It makes me want to, you know what it does? It also really inspires me. It makes me want to go back out on the road and speak. I mean, I don't have a lot of time because I have 2 radio shows, 2 kids, a wife, and bunch like a poker tournament. I got the house. Someone's got to mow the grass. But it makes me want to go back out on the road and speak and become a platform speaker again, because it's just so much fun. But again, you don't have to do that. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can do it on a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live. You can do it on Periscope, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. You can do it on your email. This will make you better at storytelling, communicating, talking to people. If you're a radio host, I know a lot of radio hosts. Watch me, because I'm a radio host and I watch a lot of other radio hosts. I know a lot of people on this page are marketers and have taken part in my program. And if you have, fantastic. I appreciate that. And I know that this is something that you're going to value too. So let's see what kind of questions we have. Kenneth Jones writes, how many votes can the socialists fabricate down in Broward County? That's a different question for a different day. Mark, you get me on the radio with you. Joseph Del Signore. Well, you should call. It's a toll-free number. I did make a dad joke. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Here's Miriam. She's writing in some language that I don't understand. She wants me to sing. And George Gick says, oh my God, where have you been? Okay, good. So that's it. So that wraps up the Q&A portion. Listen, if you have any other questions, or if you really want to know the in-depth part about the 10X Secrets program, you can DM me, you can write me, I'll get back to you. But please, if you are interested at upping your speaking game, if you're interested in maybe you're just a teacher or professor, maybe you have to do presentations at work and you want to know how to speak more effectively, communicate more effectively, sell people on your ideas. Or if you're a business person and you just want to learn how to use your voice and how to use your tools at your disposal to make more money, this is exactly this is going to happen for you instantly. It's really a phenomenal program. Again, if you haven't yet, please like and comment, and most importantly, share this. Share this, because this is value packed. I feel like this is value packed. I feel like I've given you a lot of insight into the background of this program, and I know that people that follow you, that like you, that you're friends with on Facebook, I know they're going to get a lot of value out of it too, and they're going to look back at you and thank you for it. They're going to be like, man, thanks for sharing that loud bald guy in the white hoodie with his own name on it. There it is. Because I learned a lot and I took advantage of that program and now I'm a millionaire speaker. So I really appreciate that. All right. Listen, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos every single day for a long, long time. So keep watching. Thank you guys so much. Go check it out. Go watch Russell's video. Again, I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. Go check it out. You're going to love it. Just even if you watch the free video and read the sales letter, you're going to learn a ton. All right. And I'll see you guys soon.